Welcome back, everybody, and the big winner, Jillian, joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you could see on your face last night as Arissa was announcing, who voted for who to win the game, and when they said Topaz had voted for you, you could see that look across your face a little bit like, what?
I thought maybe it was a joke. I was just like, what's going on? Like, why are they doing this to us?
Right. Like, did you feel like in your mind you could kind of, because you knew everybody so well now, you could kind of figure out who was going to vote for who?
Well, she would be the most
obvious.
Aside from Peter, who would be the person I would guess, that would vote for Gary 100%. So that's why I was so confused and so shocked.
Right. Did you expect to win? When it was down to you and Gary?
When it was down to me and Gary, I had no idea how it was going to work out. I knew it was going to be close. I knew I had some votes, but I knew that I had, a lot of people who may have, held a grudge against me for, some moves I made in the game. So I didn't know, honestly. I had no idea. I thought it was going to be a 3-4 vote either way.
Right.
Yeah. So were you starting to feel physically and mentally tired at any point in the game? Or were you always like, did you wake up every day like, this is it, I gotta win? I mean, were you focused every day?
What's that? On what?
Every single day. I mean, it's
on
so
winning,
the competition.
every day, I think.
Did you feel tired mentally? Were you ever getting tired, like, oh my God,
I was tired of
number
lying,
60.
and, I was like, oh my God, who did I lie to today?
I gotta figure it out.
It showed, though. It showed. I remember we talked after in the backyard, and I was like, girl, I'm really happy you're out of that house now. You had to get out. Okay, that's a long time to be cooped up for real. You need some fresh air.
Yeah.
You need your own things, and it's true. You wanted to go to the drugstore.
I was cracking up. I knew out.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you made it out, and I'm happy. I mean, you deserve to win too. So that's
I was going to say props to you because you played a great game and you won so many HOHs. But Dan Giesling, we had him as a guest co-host, and what he said to you is that it felt like you were playing for second until the very end.
Yeah. I don't
were you
agree
ready
with
to
that at all.
You weren't
What's
ready.
that?
Were you ready to give it up for Emmett if that was going to be?
I didn't feel like I was giving it up. What I felt like I was doing was taking someone who, was just as good of who I viewed as just as good of a competitor as me into the final two and letting jury decide. I didn't think, oh, he's 100% winning this if we go together. I think there was a 4-3 toss-up perhaps there too. I wasn't saying, he's getting all the votes and I'm getting 0 votes. But at the same time, I think he played an awesome game and he deserved to win just as much as I did.
What attracted you to being on a reality show in the first place?
It was mostly friends and family because I don't watch a lot of TV, so it was friends and family telling me to, apply for the show. I don't know, is that
it's a pretty big commitment, though. You got to walk away from your life for a number of weeks. It's not something like, okay, someone thinks I should do this. You got to do it.
Well, everything came in stages. I wasn't committing right away. I was going to interviews and blah blah blah. And it just all came in stages. And by the end of it, I was like, wow, this is really going to happen. But at the same time, I didn't really have, I'm a substitute teacher, so I didn't have a job that I was committed to. I had to stay home. I was in the perfect position in my life to do this. I didn't have a house of my own at the time. I still don't. I lived with my parents. So it was just the perfect, everything. The stars aligned.
Right.
What are you going to do with the money?
I'm pretty boring. I'm going to pay off my student loan, and I'm probably going to put a down payment on a house.
Smart girl.
How do you feel, because you haven't watched any of the show. Right? I think what made it so great is that nobody had their guard up. I mean, everybody seemed to just let it out there.
Right into
and
it
you
right
had
away.
intense, a pretty intense showmance, romance, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens? What do you think it's going to be like going back to the East Coast? I mean,
I'm excited. Are you?
Yes.
Oh, that was a very eager yes. I love it.
Yeah. Why? You made me seem not excited all of a sudden.
No. Watching it all happen, the whole East Coast Alliance, the thing with Andrew, all of that go down. I mean, it was crazy to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to picture you in a grocery store and people coming up to you, and you're probably going to get every reaction, right?
Yeah.
Well, wait, save it. Save your answer because we have to take a quick break.
Okay.
Up next, there have been fights, romance, and tears.